Hello and welcome to this video. Today we're gonna work with Nmap, some basic things like scanning ports, scanning OS, and something like this. So if you wanna download the Nmap, you don't need to have Kali Linux or Linux. You can install it from nmap.org. You can install on Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and any other OS source code. You can download it directly, but I prefer to use this Kali Linux that is subsystem of Nmap. So first of all, I'm gonna just send Nmap. These are all commands that you can use on Nmap, so we can do a lot with this. Even you can bypass some ports or IPs to get it. So I'm gonna do the basic first in this video, then we're gonna have another video with more items. So first one, I'm gonna say Nmap. Let me zoom in. -- top -200 -- top ports 200 google.com. So it's gonna scan the first the 20 of the ports, first 20 ports, and all of them are closed except port 80, that is HTTP, and SSL port 443. So if you want to increase this number, you can easily go with 20 to 200. So it's gonna just show you the open ports, and we're gonna go with searching ports, just only one ports. We're gonna say Nmap space -p. I'm gonna go with 80 to 30 443 on google.com. So let me see what it's happened. Okay, it shows these two ports are working. So another methods of this is to get the range of the ports. So I'm gonna go with range of ports. So let me write it from the beginning. Nmap -p means ports, from port 1 to port 100. So we're gonna go with google.com. So in this range of ports, we just had 80 as an open ports. So let me show you something. When in this section, when it's filter, status is filter, it means this port has a firewall, or you should be in a network that it can connect to this ports. So it doesn't mean that doesn't exist. So if it exists, the filter should be closed here. So for accessing this port, you need to bypass the firewall of this port to access to this port. And And let me see. It's another one that's 6. I'm gonna go google.com. This command shows that it's instant scan and shows if the server have the IPv6 address. So with the enter, no target was specified, hide scan and map done. 0 IP addresses, 0 host up to date. So I think maybe we should change it to youtube.com, so it's the same. Sometimes you can do it without paying less. You mean you don't send any packet to the server, so use -pn, but it's the same. There is no IPv6 in there, so we don't have it here. And for checking the OS, mostly they hide the OS and the scanner cannot find the OS. So we do scan with the command that can determine the OS, maybe in some website, not all of them. So can show the OS, but not 100% of the OS on some website. So I'm gonna go with nmap-a google.com. It's gonna take a long. It's gonna take very long, so I'm gonna move it here to get the results. Yes. Okay. Just one more thing about the Nmap. When you scan a port, I mean like 80 it can be IIS, it can be Apache server or NJX or anything. But for defining that service as the port that is using what service, you should know the service name. So you should do something that get you detect what service is running at that port. So you should use nmap dash detect OS dash s small s v and google.com. Oh, the other one is still stuck. 99%. Okay. So we get the result from the other one. So I'm getting to here, port 80. So it's gonna be GWS get request, and doesn't let to connect. Actually, here cannot be connected at, so returns bad request. So I'm gonna go with another one, another website actually. So both the stocks here. Okay, let's see the service. Okay, we have port 80 and 443. Both versions are GWS, and the service is GWS, I mean here HTTP, SSL, and HTTPS. So we can get the fingerprint here, and nothing at all. Yeah, just the version of service and the service name. You can find it here. So let us see. This one, take detect OS, version detection, script scanning, and trace route in single comment. This comment shows all of them. Okay. That's my address, and that's okay. Windows.com. It's CentOS address, and let's see what we got here. Okay, it's 80 open HTTP on Cloudflare. The version of HTTP it's on Cloudflare. That means this site protected by Cloudflare, and Cloudflare doesn't let us to know a lot of things. So, but we can have the guess here. Just guess in Linux. 85% free BSD, sorry, 85%. Linux 410, CPE, and no exact OS matches for host. Test connection, no idea. Network distance 9 hop. It means 9 networks. We have 9 network distance to the main server. So when the Cloudflare get in here, so we can't get any data. I know the server is Windows, but it doesn't guess here because the Cloudflare base may be run on Linux. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. It was just a show off of Nmap. How does it work, what you need, and what should you do to connect, and simple commands. So if you want, you can directly get Nmap for Windows. I mean, you don't need to have Linux to use Nmap, and you can have Kali Linux. Oh, that's NetHunter. Kali Linux. And you can download the Kali Linux from the Microsoft Store and even Ubuntu and others, so we can install it directly to your system. But you should turn this feature on to install Windows Subsystem for Linux. If you enable this, you need to restart your computer and then try to install it. And you can use Kali Linux, everything that you need, like MSF console. I think MSF console. you can install Metasploit, and you can use as a real Kali Linux directly to your Windows. So sometimes installing this Kali or other version, because you can have the, let me see, I can open my store. You can have different version of Linux, like Kali Linux, like Athena OS, and I think we have a lot of Linux editions here. You can have CentOS, you can have actually Ubuntu here. Let me see, Ubuntu app. You can install Ubuntu 2 here instead of Kali Linux, and you can use everything in there. So thank you so much. Appreciate this video can help to start using Nmap, and we're gonna have more specific topics about Nmap and Kali and Linux in our YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.